Hello everyone, welcome to P3 Knowledge. I'm your trainer Salah Haswa, and today we'll be talking about risk response strategies. Before we talk about the risk response strategies, let's talk about the definition of project risk. Project risk is an uncertain event that, if it occurs, has impact over the project objectives. We have here three highlighted words. Let's try to get a better understanding of each one of these. Uncertain, it means it has a probability, and this probability or likelihood, it has a 1% to 99% chance of happening. So what about the 0% or 100%? They're actually considered certainty or fact. And of course, the way we treat facts or certainty is quite different than the way we treat risks. The second word, impact. And here we're talking about positive or negative incurred results, and normally those results are measured either by time or cost. And as we can see from those two words, we have probability and impact, and those are considered the two main characteristics of risks. Bear in mind there are many other characteristics such as proximity, frequency, detectability, etc. But here we're going just to focus on the probability and impact. Project objectives, what does that tell us? It tells that it is a project-related risk because we have so many uncertainties around the world. The one impacting our project is considered a project-related risk. So basically we have two main types of risk. We have positive risks and we have negative risks. The positive risk called opportunities. The negative risks called threats. Now, the way we treat opportunities is quite different than the way we treat threats. That's why we have different strategies for each one. However, the principle is the same. The first principle is we're going to try to eliminate the uncertainty. It means we're going to try to make it a certainty. And in that case, either we're going to make it 100% or 0%. And of course, the 100% should go to the opportunities. However, the 0% will go to the threats. So when we're trying to make this positive risk 100%, it's called exploit. And when we're trying to make this threat a 0%, it's called avoid. What about the second principle? To minimize the uncertainty. And here we're talking about trying to make the uncertainty closer to being a certainty. It means driving the probability of the uncertainty toward 100% or toward the 0%, but not reaching the 100% nor the 0%. And in case of the opportunities, it's called enhance. And in case of threats, it's called mitigate. What about the third principle? Relocate uncertainty. And that means trying to put part of the risk or all risk to a third party. And in case of positive risk, we call it share. And in case of the threat, we call it transfer. Because share is something that you're going to join with a third party, but transfer, try to give it away for them to take responsibility. What about the fourth principle? Keep uncertainty. It means keep it untouched, leave it as it is. And in case of opportunities, it's called accept, and the same goes for the threats, also called accept. So in summary, the risk response strategies as follows. For the positive risk or opportunity, we have exploit, enhance, share, or accept. For negative risks, we have avoid, mitigate, transfer, and accept. However, there is one more part to the accept for the negative risk. We have active and passive acceptance. And when we're talking about active acceptance, it means to do something after risk occurrence. While when we're talking about passive acceptance, to do nothing. Now, for us to understand what means active acceptance, it means that when the risk materializes, you have two choices, either to do something about it or not. And in case if you have prepared a plan before to deal with this risk if materialized, then it's called contingency plan. However, if you did not have and on the spot you improvise and you figured out a way to deal with that risk, it's called workaround. And sometimes if you prepare the plan, which in this case called contingency plan, and it did not work out and you have a secondary plan, and normally we call it plan B,